Welcome, combatants, to another day in the arena. It's your boy James, aka NeuralNet Games, and today I'm bringing you a Rakdos deck that is so good. It is fast, it hits like a freight train, and you're gonna have a lot of fun with it, and you're gonna dominate your opponents. Not exactly the easiest deck to craft. We've got a lot of mythics in this deck, but it's just a great deck. It hits so freaking hard and it gets going really fast. So let's start off with, the ramp. We've got Shambling Ghasts. We've got Kalain. We've got Magda. Other dwarves you control get +1/+0. And this plays into some other stuff too that I don't see many people incorporating. So, one, this helps us ramp, but also we're going to have some other dwarves in here that can help us ramp even more and do some really big things. Did you know that the Skullport Merchant is a dwarf? I mean, you look closely at the picture, you kind of see it. I never even noticed that before, just to be truthful. So the Skullport Merchant interacts really well with Magda. You get to make extra tokens, and the Skullport becomes more of a threat, becomes a 2/4. And then our other dwarf we're going to throw in is a Twinscroll Shaman. And the reason we've got this is it interacts well with Magda and with the Reckless Stormseekers, because you can pop this in with a double strike, pump it up with a Stormseeker, especially if it's nighttime, right? +2/+0. You got Magda out. All of a sudden, you've got 4/2 double striker for 8 damage out of nowhere, and you've got your Reckless Stormseeker. It's a pretty strong early threat, and that's kind of the point of this deck, is to have a ton of turn 3, 4, and 5 threats come out and force your opponent to play on the defensive so that you're constantly going after them. We've got Immersturm Predators. They're really good to bring out on turn 3. Super easy if you play a Kalain to play a fourth turn or third turn Immersturm Predator. And then we can, with our Shambling Ghast, we can make a treasure token, sack them, and then we play a Kalain or a Magda, and we get fourth turn Goldspan Dragons very consistently. And then another big threat we've got that we can get out on turn 4 is the Westgate Regent. And the Westgate Regent is just amazing. If you can go Reckless Stormseeker on turn 3 and then Westgate Regent on turn 4 and they don't have an answer, they're tapped out or something, you've all of a sudden got, it's going to be a 5/4 with the Reckless Stormseeker. And if you had a Kalain out and you paid a treasure, it's going to be a 6/5. And it's going to go to a 12/12 by turn 5. It's going to be insanely ridiculous. Easy turn 5 kills with a Reckless Stormseeker on turn 3 and a Westgate Regent on turn 4. Kalain, Reckless, Westgate, game over. And that's kind of how this deck works, is you just ramp into power so fast that it gets ridiculous. Then we've got a little bit of, control sweeper kind of stuff. We've got 2 Meathooks, just, really helps with mono white, stuff like that. We've got 2 Burn Down the House. This is really good for putting the pressure on or using it, defensively, because we've got a lot of stuff that can survive it if it just gets a little bit tougher. Immersturm can survive pretty easy. Westgate Regent gets tougher than it pretty quick. And then Goldspan, like anything you summon with 1 or 2, with 2 tokens or with 2 treasures to get +1/+1 counters on them. Any of this 4 stuff is going to get bigger than the Burn Down the House. And then you play it for the little devils, the crazy little devils chasing the goat chasing devils. I love the artwork in this one. This is a good card. This is one of my faves. Anyways, we can create the 3/1/1 red devil creature tokens to really put pressure on people. And then if we have a Meathook, sometimes we can use that to, do fatal damage. I've got 1 Light Up the Night in here. This is because we're making so much treasure. This is another card where if you pull it, like you get into the mid game, maybe things aren't going too well. Maybe they have a lot of removal. You've got a bunch of treasure tokens left over from your gold spans that got targeted. Bang, 10-point light up the night out of nowhere when they're tapped out. Game over. Game over. And it feels so damn good. And then I think I've talked about, okay, no, Shatterskull. This is just a very good card. It's just, it helps us, gives us a little extra land, allows us to, have a little bit more removal, and we make a lot of treasure. So it's, pretty easy to pull off a big one. And then Agadeem's Awakening. This is in case we get swept at the wrong time. And again, we have so much treasure that we can play this and make it super effective. So this deck is actually really fast, but you don't really overplay yourself a lot because you've got some of this stuff that can finish off the game really quickly and can actually get some of your creatures back. And then we've got Zariel, legendary planeswalker, the Archduke of Avernus. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste. Very useful to have this guy out and play a Westgate or whatever. And then we've got, some more Red Devils. Red Devils are good. And then you can also get an emblem with, at the end of the first combat phase on your turn, untap target creature you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. With a Westgate Regent, yeah, it's over. Your opponent is done. And then we're playing, 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 7 Swamps, 9 Mountains, and 4 Blightstep Pathways. I didn't put in the tap lands. Can't remember what they're called right now, just because it slows you down too much. It just slows you down too much. You don't want to do it. So actually, we've got 9, 18, 22, 24, 26 lands in here, which should allow us to keep most hands. I don't think you're going to need to mulligan a ton with this because you can ramp out of, 2 and 3 land hands pretty well. Okay, so that's it. I had so much fun today. The deck hit so hard and I did really well with it. And it just feels so good when you can, win most of your games. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out a lot. And also don't forget to subscribe so that as I put out new content, you're notified. I am going to be cranking decks out every single day in Original Deck. And then I'm also going to be putting out deck reviews on your favorite streamers like Covert Go Blue, Hello Good Game, MTG Jeff, Legend VD, all those guys. All right, let's get to it. Trick Room. Let's see what you got. And we start off with Pretty Bad Draw. I guess we play Shatterskull. We play the Swamp first, and we play the Shatterskull with 3 life if we have to. Okay. Not exactly what we want. We are on the play, though. Being on the play is nice. Got a Magda. Oh. Okay, now the question is Kalain or Magda? We don't have anyone with haste, so Magda's just as good as Kalain right now. Because Magda attacks, then we play the Immersturm. They don't have anything to kill it. Maybe they can bounce it, but that's the only thing, is if they can bounce it, Kalain is actually the better play. Okay. There you go. We'll go Kalain this time just to make sure we can play it next turn then. I think Kalain actually is the better play overall. We can do it twice now. We're going to do this. We'll attack next turn. We can still play the Immersturm. And this will be a 3-2. Starting off pretty fast here. Quite nice. Okay. I guess we're playing the Shatterskull then for 3. We're playing the Immersturm. This is a good start against this deck, I feel like. Not sure how useful these are going to be. They're digging. They're desperate. I do love me some Prismari Command. It's such a useful card. You ramp with it, you get rid of a threat. They throw away a Jawari. Or they play a Jawari, sorry. They get it with the Expressive Iteration. We gotta burn down the house. I think we can hold this for... Do we hold this? No, because we have a bunch of 5 casting cost stuff. We're gonna play it. I don't think it's very useful against this deck we're up against. It looks like Is It Turns to me. With, you know, maybe some other stuff mixed in. Maybe, I mean, it's clearly not all Is It Turns because it has Power Word Kill, but... What are they gonna play? They don't even... They've got a couple blue. They only have 1 black. Yeah. We're pressing the attack here. More people to sack for our Predator, too. I don't think it really... It's not looking good for them. If only we had one of the Magdas. Dealing some serious damage here. They have foretold something. They have foretold 2 things. Poison the Cup. What? They have. Okay, now here's the question. Do we... What have they foretold? They haven't foretold any... Not a Doom Scar. Maybe there's a Poison the Cup there? Should we play this? They're tapped out right now, and we can press hard. That's going to be 3, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. And that'll put them within 1 if they kill these. It's actually 11 damage. Yeah, as soon as these guys die, they die too. So if they do wipe the board with something at some point, they can play in all runs, but they can't combo. Do they have 2 all runs? They actually get it. Unreal. So lucky. Have just enough. We're 1 shot away. I don't know if they can kill me still, though. Let's see. Double all runs. I guess that makes sense. Come on. 3 all runs epiphanies. Unbelievable. What do they have now? We're 1 damage away. Can they pull 1 damage? Yeah, they can. I guess good game. Oh my god. 3 all runs epiphanies to make the comeback from there. That's just ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculously lucky. And they have a burn down the house. They probably only play 1 in the whole deck. Cannot pronounce that name. Okay. It's a bit wonky, but I think we can probably work with it just because we can go Kalain into something. Goldspan. Right? Probably Goldspan. They play a Lava Glide. Probably an all runs Epiphany deck. Pretty much always is. And just like that other game you saw where the guy had 3 all runs Epiphanies in the first quarter of his deck. There it is. There's his all runs Epiphany. They always have it. So annoying. Okay, what do we want to go first? If we go Kalain, we're at 3. We can go... So if we go Magda, next turn we have 3 mana, we have 4 mana. maybe 5, right? We could go Magda and Reckless Stormseeker next turn. We're going to go Magda first this time. I like going Magda first, I guess. Smoldering Egg, okay. Okay. Guess we're not going quite as fast as we want. We go Kalain and then Goldspan, I guess. I could technically go another Kalain here and have a 2/3 Kalain as well, and then press out in... No. It's not worth it. We're not doing that. Legendary Reclusive Painter. Want to use good enough. Another Smoldering Egg. Better get going fast here, I guess. What do they have, though? Do they have a Jawari against my dragon? They probably do, right? I think we're going to go Reckless Stormseeker. Good. Yeah. Or do we try and get a Westgate Regent and flush their counter out? If we do, we don't get the dragon next turn. Unless we top deck a land, which is 37%. I think I'd rather go Reckless Stormseeker first, even though they do have some protection out. That's okay. If we have one of these out... No, don't play it with that. An auto tap. Doesn't really matter. We're going to see if we can bluff away here. Nope. They decided not to bluff. Or they decided not to fall for our bluff. That's pretty risky. I mean, I guess they have 2. And they foretell again. They're having mana problems. They're in big trouble here. They only have 1 mana now. So now we go Goldspan or Westgate. Westgate pretty much ends the game if they can't get rid of it. Goldspan allows us to cast Westgate for sure, though. Maybe they have a Fading Hope. Yep. Oh. They did it to the Reckless Stormseeker. Okay. Okay. And we do have a Light Up the Night here. Let's see what they pull off. They're just waiting on a counter spell. We play our other Blightstep Pathway. So what do we do here? Do we go Westgate? Do we go Reckless Stormseeker? I think we go Westgate, right? They can counter it, and we still have a Goldspan. And do we do it with the treasure? No. They don't stop it. We're not going to play the Reckless Stormseeker right now. They're desperate. They're digging. They can get these Smoldering Eggs up. We'll see if that actually saves them or not. They have 5 mana. They cannot cast their all runs yet. They get to burn down the house. It's pretty much the perfect card for them. But we're still okay. We're going to go double Reckless Stormseeker. Wait, how much mana do I have? I have 1, 2, If we go double Reckless Stormseeker, we could also go Kalain. If we go Kalain, we have enough to cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have double Reckless Stormseekers too. Okay, so Kalain first. Then we will make a Reckless Stormseeker with 1 red. And it's night. Red. And red. Now auto pay it. I'll play another one. And killing these. Done, son. Reckless Stormseeker attack. And gain 0 rank. All right, we got Juna David. Juna David? I don't know. That's going to be just okay enough. Hopefully we play into a Reckless Stormseeker or something along those lines, but we can still get a 3rd turn Immersturm Predator with the Kalain out, which is going to be quite nice. There we go. There is our Reckless Stormseeker. Which I think we're going to play first, right? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter. They Fading Hope it. Okay. That is a-okay. I think we're just going to go Reckless Stormseeker here and try and flush out. I don't really want to burn all of it. Okay, we can go Kalain and then we get a super powerful Reckless Stormseeker, but they can Jawari it then. Let's just Reckless Stormseeker first. If they have a counterspell, fine, but they can't Jawari it. I mean, they can, but it won't actually do anything. What else they're playing with here? They're going to have to get desperate pretty quick. We can also burn down the house next. And have stuff to... Oh, and then locked in the cemetery. There are 5 or more cards in your graveyard. Oh, they just get it when it's tapped, of course. Okay. And now we can go Kalain 1, 2. And then we can go a powerful... Yeah, Immersturm. With them having no ability to counter. This game's pretty much over. Unless they get really lucky. I mean, they could have some more Fading Hope stuff like that. 2, 3. And a 5/5 Immersturm Predator. And he still does his job. And we go to a 7/6 right off the bat. Oh, that's nasty! That is so nasty! That is just dastardly. You know right now he's going, are you kidding me right now? He has the perfect card for it, though. Gets 2 of these. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so what do we do here? We burn down the house on him? Yeah. Yeah. And they scoop. That's how it's done. Okay, who do we have? We have LeBron Moki. All right, LeBron. Do this. Yep, that is a keep. That is a keep. I think I'm going Kalain. If I've learned anything in these games, it's that Magda is a massive, massive target and, you know, is weak to things like Spike Field Hazard, stuff like that, whereas Kalain can at least survive 1 point of damage. So even, you know, Kalain can survive a regular Cinderclasm, not a kicked one, but a regular one, and Magda cannot. So I think I'm going to go Kalain first, if these games have taught me anything. If our opponent would just actually do something. This has happened to me a fair bit lately. If you're going to play Magic, just devote the time to playing Magic. Don't be playing video games and then play Magic on your computer and then, you know, make yourself a full 7-course chicken dinner at the same time. Just focus on one thing. Swamp first. Our opponent takes forever again. What is this some sort of strategy? Make sure and comment and let me know. Is it some sort of strategy? Because I don't know. I don't really spend time doing things like that. Okay, they don't have a lot of removal now, right? We do go Blightstep though. Now, is it Magda or is it Kalain? I think it's still Kalain. Except the way things are going, we're gonna have to take 3 damage. Or is it Westgate? No, it's Goldspan. Come on. That's easy. That's easy, James. It's Goldspan. Then Westgate becomes a cast right away. Yeah, our opponent is multitasking and doing it poorly. It's pretty clear. Every turn is like this. So let's hope we just wreck them, because this is unacceptable. Have some manners, people. Have some freaking manners when you play. Like, this is wasting my time. Okay. They've got a lot of life gain. We've got a Shatterskull. Yes, we're going to have to go Shatterskull and pay the 3 life, right? Hive the Tyrant's coming in tapped. Pay the 3 life. Goldspan Dragon. Doing. I can't play the Goldspan till next turn. Why did I think that? I am a fail. I am such a fail. Oh my god. And I could have potentially used that. I'm so tilted right now because of their behavior. Oh, good times. And now because of that, unless I get another... Oh, and they get a Spellbinder. You know what they're going after. And now the Hive of the Eye Tyrant comes in tapped, and I'm another turn behind. Oh, why, James? Why? Well, just why? That's hilarious. That's freaking hilarious. Okay, so do we just Meathook first? Attack, and then Meathook. Okay, first, let's play this. I would have to spend my treasure to Meathook properly, though. God, this has just been so flippin' awkward. Or do I attack with Magda and make them trade, right? Attack with both, make them trade, get the extra treasure, play the Westgate Regent. I mean, they could easily have a Brutal Cathar, right? If they have a Brutal Cathar, I'm still fine though, because I just do a 2-point Meathook next turn. Okay. See what they do. Trade here is 100% fine. Yeah, we just Meathook Massacre next turn. Yeah, they trade. Okay. It's totally fine. Now we play the Westgate. We pay with treasure. We get a 6/6. Which, if they do Brutal Cathard, sucks because you lose the counters. Okay, is what it is. We still can do a 2-point Meathook. And if they do start playing some stuff out here too, they know we have a Meathook, right? Or did we pick it up after? I don't see an eye on it. Okay, opponent. Holy. Very, very difficult decisions for our opponent. So what we do is we definitely Meathook, pretty much guaranteed next turn. Because if we do, we get in, we attack for 6, we make it a 12/12. And then if they bring in another flyer or something or a Brutal Cathar, we just nuke it with a Light Up the Night after that and we smash. Okay. Okay, so now, yeah. Do I 2-point Meathook? Do I Light Up the Night? Just in case they pull, I don't know, something else really good. That's the question. Meathook kills our Kalain as well. So if I attack with the Kalain, do they trade? Do I steal a point of damage? I don't really want to Light Up the Night. I want a Meathook. Yeah. That was just stupid because I should have, yeah, I have to Meathook first. I am making some egregious mistakes this game. Okay, I guess we just played slow and steady. Since I am not good enough to make a good decision in this game. Oh man, what an embarrassing game. I am playing this, I am showing this game no matter what because of how badly I played. Just so it can happen to anyone. I mean, I'm not playing good at all in this game. I mean, I should be in way better shape. And I'm still in really good shape, but I don't really deserve it. Like, I really don't. You know? Like, not even a little bit. I can just 1-point Meathook here, I guess. Or I can just Light Up the Night. Or I can just Goldspan Dragon. I cannot. I don't have enough because of that. So let's Meathook for 1. It's okay if it reduces this by 1. Okay. Now we attack with everybody. And we go here so that we can get 1 damage in. 1 extra damage. They get 1 extra card. We're going to have to keep plugging them. I'll see if they have a Brutal Cathar or something. One that makes you investigate. Name right now. If they have one of those, I mean, that's going to be really good for them. But we did get rid of a decent amount of their life gainers. Still should have played the Elite Spellbinder, or still should have played the Meathook, got rid of the Elite Spellbinder. I'd have a tougher Westgate Regent. And yeah, would be good. I don't know if this version plays any Brutal Cathars, though. Luminous Phantom. Yeah, okay. So do we light up the night on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 mana. And make our Westgate Regent a 22/22. Yeah, we got to keep their life total down here so that they don't gain any more cards. We'd like a little bit more mana. We're just going to pay 1 just for the hell of it. You know what? What can they do? Let's just pay 3. We're not using the mana, right? Let's pay 4. We just attack here with the Westgate Regent. And it becomes ridiculous unless they have an answer. Which they might. I mean, they may have just been playing cagey, right? But it's do or die time now for them, right? Yeah. Count and look. Count and look. Can you gain enough life? Do you have any more flyers to bring back? Their flyer has to, those luminous guys or whatever they were, they have to die before they become a flyer. Not many people using this version of the deck anymore. Okay, so they got another flyer. We got the priest. They hold the priest back. We are going to play the Kalain so that we have enough mana next turn to play the Goldspan. We're just going to... yeah. Yeah. It doesn't. Three. Pretty straightforward. See if they can just keep hold me off. Yeah. That's a good card in this deck. Can make for a lot of trouble. Because look, they're still at 21 life, but they need a flyer, so they think another flyer. Maybe we can get a little bit more removal here. 22 life. What do they got? We've got a cleric cleric class. Wow. Is it going to be enough? Let's see what we pull here. A couple of big beaters here, eh? Okay. They have 2 blockers. I guess Kalain goes by. Yeah. Okay, we have enough mana. We can play the Goldspan. We get 23, 24, 29 damage, right? And we attack with the Reckless Stormseeker, and if they block, okay, they have no flyers. Let's just double check, right? We all attack, and when they block this guy too, yeah, we can only do 28. But that means they can't attack if I hold back the Reckless Stormseeker. Right? 28. Come on. If I keep the Kalain, I win the game here. Nah. Yeah. Okay. They can't attack either, so I think we're still in really good shape. And the Westgate becomes a ridiculous 47 here. They get nothing out of that. If they have a devastating mastery, I'm going to laugh so hard. It still won't save them, though. We've got a Hive of the Eye Tyrant. And if they attack, they just die. I mean, they can technically gain life first and then attack. Fair enough. See what they got. They're digging hard for an answer, but there is not one. Hey, Black Boris. What's up? Not the greatest hand, but maybe worth playing. We are on the draw here, so I think it's probably worth playing. Not what we're looking for. They're playing the same as us. Ooh, Kalain, Kalain. Hive. Kalain. I think we're going to light up the night on them. Got a Hive. They've got 3 total mana possible. Really? He takes it and gets the legendary. That was nice. That's pretty funny, actually. I think that's really funny. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me like that. I'm not going to get crazy here, though. Everything's fine. That was a new one, though. You steal a legendary. I hadn't really thought about that, actually. I've never seen anyone actually do that. Yeah, I guess you take it and then you choose, right? Learn something new every day. We are going to get a Goldspan to their face here, though, and they're not going to enjoy that, I can tell you. Okay, playing our other swamp, going Goldspan. Now, they do technically have enough to kill the Goldspan, but... And we can Meathook. We've got to burn down the house. They can do a 2-point Meathook right now. Not enough. Got a Florian. Okay. We can Meathook them. Or we can just double Goldspan and then we'll have a light up the night to kill them. No problem. And they scoop. And I gain no rank from beating somebody 4 percentage points higher than me. I don't understand. All right, let's wrap this thing up. Overall, the deck was a rock star. This thing is a runaway freight train. It hits so hard. It has so many strong threats. It has so many synergies. Like, you can make a Twinscroll Shaman a huge threat out of nowhere by turn 4. You can, you know, summon huge creatures, cast huge creatures with Kalain that just hit right away with Goldspan and Art and Westgate that get crazy. Immersturm is resistant to sweepers. We've got sweeper control here. I don't know if I would change anything in this deck. Right now, I think it works perfectly fine. Although I never drew this guy one single time today. Not once. Thank you, Shuffler. Doing just an absolutely bang up job as usual. Can we somehow fire the Shuffler? Can we destroy the AI on it and make them start again with something else? Anyways, I think everything is working really well. I did learn one thing. Kalain goes out before Magda. Magda is just such a huge threat that you often can't get the treasure. So maybe if I was going to change something, maybe you could work out the dwarfs and change in something else that makes sense. Make sure and comment and let me know. Just because, I mean, like, what's the shock land? Shock. I'm totally blanking out. I know this. It does 1 damage. Shock something. Anyways, it kills it. A Cinderclasm that is not kicked kills it. And people just see it and go, no, that's not going to stay. I am going to use my removal. I am going to do what it takes. And so sometimes you can't ramp as fast. So Kalain, you always play the Kalain first if you've got it. I have learned that. Okay, so if you're not subscribed yet, make sure and subscribe. If you liked the video, if you helped it out, if you played the deck and it was good, hit that like button, come back, make sure you comment. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the flip side.